Look, guys, I know it's a nice stadium and a little bit of an upgrade on Tillysman Park, but the club is very reliant on the money that this European campaign could bring in. So it is absolutely imperative that we stay focused on the job at hand and don't get distracted by our surroundings. Oh, look, I'm on the big screen. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 9, Episode 1 here at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dream. And today we have possibly the most important European tie of the series, and possibly the most important games that we'll have all series, to be honest, because if we don't win getting to Europe this season, the group stage, it's going to set us back massively. We really do need the money. That Europe can offer us. But we'll start as ever with the new season by having a quick refresh, I suppose, of where we stand as a club. We are a professional club, 1.5-star reputation. I am the manager. William McQuaid is our captain. We'll show you the captain. Here he is. Here, I didn't realize he really is a midget, isn't he? Only 156 centimeters, 62 kilos. I think my left leg weighs 62 kilos. Sean Simpson, Mr. X-Ray Vision, is the vice-captain. There he is there. Still a wonderful player for us after so many years. And Gareth Wilson, obviously, back fit after his broken leg. He is our star player. We need him. Although he's fit, he's not really match sharp. We need him to show up for us, don't we? And a hot prospect is Glenn Murray, someone that we signed last year. Didn't really develop, but still think there's a very good midfielder in there. We just might need to play him a little bit more than we did last year and hope we'll see what happens with him this year. If we have a look at the general information, we can see we have a club legend, the first club legend in history of the club, and that is Hamzat Kagbo, the great man himself. Obviously, he's a club legend. So there we go. He is 26 years old now, but he has been at the club for a long time, and he's been an absolute star for us for pretty much that entire time, hasn't he? I am an icon, which is nice. Mulligan, who has moved on, Lucas, who has moved on, Neil Taylor, who has moved on, are all the favoured personnel. So they're not going to be going anywhere from there. We love a goalkeeper, don't we? Two of those are goalkeepers. Quick update on facilities. We weren't able to upgrade them again this summer just gone because, well, we'll show you the finances in just a second, but we're a little bit heading in the wrong direction, let's say. We'll show you the finances now. Last season, we lost almost 1.8 million with no European group stage football. So far this season, we've lost 200 grand, and we've pretty much we haven't even started the season yet. We have $1 million in the bank right now. It doesn't take a mathematician to work out that minus from that is not good. So we really do need to have a good European run here. Club vision coming into the new season. We'll have a look at the expectations more once we start the actual league campaign, but we are expected to reach the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. We're doing a good job. There's no real... Oh, they're concerned about the finances of the Matt Moran sale. That's fine. He was excess needs to the squad. We're delighted with the Jordan McGreevy sign. I think we're all happy with that one. And the changing room, good atmosphere, and pleased with the level of support in the squad. Let's go and have a look at the dynamics. You can see team cohesion, considering, some new signings have come in. That's pretty good. Dressing room atmosphere is fine. And managerial support is good. The hierarchy. McQuaid and Kagbo are the team leaders. Vice-captain Simpson is a highly influential player. We've got mostly support in the club, a couple of the newer signings, obviously, and a couple of the guys we're looking to move out don't support me, but that's fair enough, really. I can't blame them for not supporting me if I'm trying to get rid of them. And the social groups, again, not too bad. The core group is relatively strong, and if we can just get everybody else sort of moving up into that core group, then we'll be doing quite well, won't we? So there we go. That is everything off the field in terms of where we stand. We have a massive game. I need to get back to, let's go to this and then to this. And here we go. We need to get things underway here. We've got Polish opposition. It's not going to be easy. That is for sure. Let's go and have a look and see the team we're sending out. Now, we don't really know too much about them. Saying it's a 4-4-2, we actually have no idea what we're going to get. There's no information on them whatsoever. This is the team that we're sending out. Jida is going to make his debut in goal for us, so let's hope that he does a good job for us. New signing, of course, for this season. McCulloch, who is a good left-back for us. We saw him last episode. Edgar Gribben making his debut as well. Let's hope It's not too early to bring him in. Lyons will play right back. Kundell and McQuaid in midfield. Wilson, Napoleon, what a star he is. We haven't had any interest in him at all so far this summer. I was a little bit concerned that he might have attracted some interest, but we don't have to worry about that as of yet. Fitzpatrick and McDade is going to get the start up front. We've got Cogbo on the bench with King, Simpson, De Rosa, who will make his debut if he comes on. Also, Luca Hull, Robin, and Roger, the backup goalkeeper, again, who will make his debut if and when he comes on. Hopefully we won't need him, though, because you don't want to be making keeper subs. All right, so a little bit more information here. It looks as though it is a sort of a 4-2-2-2. So very, very narrow. Now, that may play into the fact that we have wingers, so that could be a positive for us. Obviously, time will tell. The Jidda is nervous. Play your game, you'll win. We should be winning this one comfortably. I mean, this is all very nervy stuff. What do we say to this? All over you have a good one tonight. Let's maybe just go with that. Point our finger, say we have faith in you. Hopefully the debutantes in defence will do their job. Oh, and no mistakes. And, you know, we know that we can score goals. That is not really in question, I don't think. We have some talent up front. And Napoleon with a corner. Can we get a perfect start? It's just over the bar from Edgar. Oh, that would have been a really good start if we could have put that in the back of the net. As ever, I mean, away from home, first leg, we just want to try and get as many away goals as we can to give ourselves a little bit of an insurance policy at home. Gribben! Oh, on debut! Billy Gribben has given us the lead. A first goal, obviously, for the club for him, and it's only taking him 10 minutes, and the man on loan from Preston North End has given us the perfect start. Good ball in from Napoleon. Goalkeeper's in no man's land, and Gribben has put that header in the back of the net. Excellent stuff. Let's give him some praise. Away goal, 1-0 up. The first, these early games in Europe, we haven't had much of a chance to, to get match sharpness up. So the fact that if we can win at the first game, then we should be better for this coming into the second game. Wilson, as we've seen, is a little ways away from his sort of full potential, just coming back from his broken ankle last year. And that is over the bar, is it? One thing we did work on in pre-season is defending set pieces, just because I didn't want a situation where we're conceding silly goals like that. But that's not a bad first half from us. Just that one sort of half chance for them. Are we pleased? I think you've played well. There's room for improvement. I think that is my preferred option. The goalkeeper's looking nervous. That is not ideal. And we've got another highlight here for us. McCullough to take a throw. Towards Napoleon. Down for McQuaid. McQuaid crosses it in. McDade is there. McDade on the rebound. Oh, McDade's hit the post. It's still there for us. McQuaid back to McCullough. And that ends the highlight. I wonder if we look to exploit the flanks here. I mean, they're very, very narrow, aren't they? Lyons with a throw for Napoleon. He's everywhere, old Napoleon, isn't he? Kundell, back for Lyons. Cross in, edge of the area. Patrick is blocked. Edge of the 6-yard box, I should have said, not the area. McCullough, McQuaid. Good ball for Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a decent defensive block. And the Polish side, they're hanging on here, aren't they? Clinging on desperately. Can we find a way through? We'll give them some praise. We're doing well. A second away goal would be a thing of beauty, wouldn't it? And what we don't want is to end this at 1-1, having essentially dominated the game, and that's over the bar as well. And we still don't look completely convincing defending a set piece, do we? Let's demand more, shall we? That hasn't worked. We've got a throw, though. McCullough. It's there for Napoleon. McCullough. Come on, man. Ball over the top. It's there. Oh, not quite for McQuaid. No, that's McDade. These two. They're too alike, aren't they? Those names are just too alike. Kundell comes forward. Now, do I have McGreevy on the bench? It could be a good opportunity to give him a little bit of game time at the end here. There's a decent ball in. McDade! Oh, it's a bullet header. And we've hit the crossbar again. I do not have him on the bench. Okay, I think he's not really match sharp, obviously. He only just signed for us right at the end of the transfer special last episode. I think I did register him in the European squad. That was a good block. I'm going to say that hasn't really... It's not working, but it's not particularly working, is it? Let's try lowering our tempo down. Edgar with a header away. I think the wide players were not... Oh, Napoleon, is that a foul? He's pulled a cheeky one there. Now we've got Kundell and McDade. We've got Wilson getting forward. Napoleon does square it, and it falls back to him. And Napoleon, of course it's Napoleon, in the 86th minute, gives us a second goal, a second away goal. And, well, this is exactly what we needed, isn't it? A 2-goal lead going home. Now, was it a save? It was a block, a tackle, and then eventually it just fell its way back to him. And he tucked it away brilliantly. Neither of the wide players are playing well. I am going to leave them both on the field, though, because they're short of match sharpness, and McDade is injured. Well, that's obviously not ideal. We can bring on Cargbo. It's not the end of the world. But hopefully that's not too serious. That's not the way we wanted to start the season, is with our defending Golden Boot winner finding himself injured. But that's a solid away performance. We didn't get thrown off by the massive stadium and the big screen. I am very pleased with that for a first-up game. So Welders turned dominance into victory against Slask. The injury, it's fine. It's only a day or two. He'll even be fit for the second half. Gribben with a goal-scoring debut. What a way to introduce yourself. And Australian Jordan Hughes is looking at Napoleon for the next Australian squad, and we could not recommend him highly enough, could we? Guys, wait right there. We'll play through a week. Obviously, what transfer window is still open. There could be some signings. There could be some departures as well. And then we'll come back for the second leg. We're in a good position, but 2-0 is not decisive, is it? Okay, welcome back. Let's get ready for this second leg. Now, we can see here the other Northern Irish sides. Linfield they've got a very good chance of getting through, 4-0 up. Coleraine absolutely destroyed at home against Hearts. You suspect they are done. And, well, we've got a good result, haven't we, away from home. Now we just need to see it out in this second leg. Now, we haven't got any other transfers done. There's a couple of things we have sort of irons in the fire, as they say, but nothing else has come through as of yet as completed. Now, this is a team we're sending out 1 or 2 changes. Gida continues in goal. McCulloch, Edgar, Williams is going to come in. Now, the reason for that is that if we go down and see where's our super star there, Gribben, he's just got a bit of a high match load as we were trying to get him up to speed as much as anything, I think, for these games. So given that they have a good link up, Williams and Edgar will make that change. Lyons will continue at right back. McQuaid and Kundell in midfield. Wilson, Napoleon and Fitzpatrick. McDade, Fit goes up top. We have got McGreevy on the bench for this one. Hopefully we'll get to see him if the game's going well. And yeah, everybody else there, it's more or less the same team. So we can see the team sheet there. The reason that, again, it's the same team is that we're playing sort of friendlies in between the European ties, so the players that aren't playing here are playing in those to sort of get their match fitness up. So that's why the first leg means nothing. Make sure we win this one. Yeah, so that's why there's not too many changes. Although, as I said at the end of the first leg, 2-0 is not done and dusted. Obviously it's a good position to be in, but they score early. You can go a little bit wrong. It was last season, wasn't it? We lost to Sigma Omelek, and I'm pretty sure we had a lead coming home and we lost 2-0 at home. So we've done it before. No doubt we'll do it again, but let's hope this isn't that day. Wilson on the ball. He's going to be better for that first leg run out. Kundell picks it up. Williams to Edgar to McQuaid. Ball forward, looking for Wilson. Can't quite find him. Lyons picks it up. Now, if we were to score, it wouldn't change too much. It would just mean that obviously they would need to win 3, not 2. So it's an extra goal, I guess. But, we'll still be very nervous if they were to get 2. Down there nicely by McDade. Wilson has it. A little bit of space for him. Kundell, couldn't quite find Napoleon. McCulloch has it now. Can he get across into the box? We know McDade is not the worst in the area. He's a very well-rounded player. There's a cross in. Again, it's headed away. McDade, and there it is. Our first goal of the season for Aaron McDade. 15 minutes in, it's 1-0, 3-0 on aggregate. And well, let's hope that just kills their spirit here. This has been a good performance from us. Last season in Europe, I thought we were so disappointing. Not I thought we were. We just were disappointing. We never got going. But there's signs already this season against a tough team. Polish teams are not the worst, are they? It's a relatively strong league. It's sort of pushing up towards the second tier of European leagues, isn't it? Certainly at the top of it, I would imagine anyway. Headed away. So to be able to go against one of their teams in Europe and so far look relatively comfortable. They had one or two moments in their first leg, and it looks like they're going to have a moment here. Fitzpatrick, can he stop the cross coming in? He can. He's done brilliantly there, actually, Fitzpatrick. And here we go. Highlight to continue. Ball full, should get to that. Edgar, good in the air. Heads it over there for Fitzpatrick. Keeps it in nicely. Ball over the top for McDade. Flick on. There's no one up there with him. And it's becoming a long old highlight. Was that it? That was what we were waiting for. A long old highlight for that. Well, that just seems a little bit silly, doesn't it? We'll keep praising them. And if we can get to half-time with them still at 0, I think we will bring McGreevy on for the second half. Hey, McDade! It's just over the bar. I've got to decide within myself if I want him to be a deep-lying playmaker, if I want him to be a box-to-box. The other option is, if he's going to be the deep-lying playmaker, could we use McQuaid as the box-to-box guy? Wilson with a little bit of time and space. Wilson, that's a stunning strike from Gareth Wilson. Welcome back, mate, from your broken ankle. That's a goal of the season contender. A wonderful strike from Gareth Wilson. It was just a little bit of nice build-up play. McQuaid gets the ball forward. Wilson, there's not really much on. Jinks it over to his right foot and have some of that. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. 2-0 on the night, 4-0 in aggregate. That should be that. Yeah, the other option, of course, is McQuaid as a box-to-box. You'd argue maybe he could do that. He's not the best tackler anyway. And he's not a bad dribbler. So maybe that's what we'll look to do in this second half. I'm relatively confident that this is done. Well, obviously, we won't tell them that. We'll say there's more to come. And we'll get back out there. I don't like changing things at halftime usually. I like to just give it a little bit of time to see how they respond. They've changed their formation a little bit. But it shouldn't concern us, should it? Napoleon with the ball. McQuaid. Ball wide for McCullough. Down the line for Fitzpatrick. He's got a lot of space. Can he pull the ball back? He can. McDade. Oh! It's a decent save from the goalkeeper there. All right, I'm happy. We'll make these changes. Let's get McGreary on for his debut. He'll come on for Cundell. We'll try switching those two around and just see how it works. It's one of those things I don't really like changing it because McQuaid and Cundell in those roles have been quite good for us. But we do need to move the team on, and McGreevy is probably an upgrade on both of them, if I'm honest. So for these bigger games, we do need, as I said, to start getting him involved and seeing where that takes us. But it'll be a little bit like anything with a new player. Just take a little bit of time to sort out the best way. That's a good ball, isn't it, for Wilson? Figure out the best way to get the best out of the player and also out of the team. There's a decent ball. Fitzpatrick's shot is blocked. And it's just hacked clear. Is there anybody else on the bench? Maybe we could give DeRosa a game, actually. Which kind of goes against my idea of playing, seeing how McQuaid and McGreary go in midfield. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to give a debut to DeRosa. On loan, of course, from our enemies in Wales, the New Saints. But this game is essentially done. They're not scoring 4, are they? Not in stoppage time of 20 seconds. So we've dodged a bullet, or no, not a bullet. We've dodged a banana skin. It was a tricky tie, this one. We've seen it off. There's a cracking ball for McDade. He puts the icing on the cake. A cracking ball, as I said, from Wilson. He looks back to his very, very best. Didn't take him long, did it? And 3-0 on the night, 5-0 in aggregate, and we have dispatched the Polish side in the end with relative ease. That's a cracking pass, isn't it? McDade, the defence was nowhere, and it's his second of the game, isn't it? It's been a really, really good outing. And like I say, this is match sharpness coming back to us as well. We'll be better for this. We'll be better in the next round, at least in theory. Let's say don't let that go to your heads, boys, because it was quite comfortable. So the Welders win in the Conference League second qualifying round. So that means we've met the goal. We had to get to the third round, and we've done that. DeRosa makes his debut along with McGreevy, so that's good, getting debuts out of the way. Money in the bank, nowhere near enough, but it's money in the bank, and we've played this mob before, have we not? Schedule. I'm sure we played them. No, we haven't. Okay. We've played. Oh no, that's this season, dumbass. We've beaten Croatian teams before, so let's hope we can. Oh, it was Aussie we played last time, wasn't it? So let's hope we can do it again. McCullough, very impressive, mate. Very impressive. And Hughes again. We've got another one now. We should just have a little section in the John Keister stand for visiting international managers, shouldn't we? So there we go. That is upcoming. We have a second tie here. Quick look at the finances. Hasn't really made a mark, has it? It's just meant we haven't lost money, really. Oh, I hope we make Europe this year or we are in serious trouble. So there we go. That is it for today. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time the league campaign gets underway. So maybe we'll come back for that. We'll come back for Dundee Swifts in the opening game of the Premiership season and the first leg against Rijeka, I think you'd pronounce it. And then we can kind of see where we go from there. If we need to come back for the second leg, you'll imagine it's going to be something similar to the Polish leg here, where even if we win, the tie's still going to be on. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.